What's up, welcome back to Nostalgia. Dave here with a review of Key's third album, Hunter. Key, of course, one of K-pop's OGs at this point, one of the members of SHINee, approaching 20 years soon of being a SHINee member. He's already been a member of SHINee for over half of his life. Truly quite the career. You know, I've talked about SHINee recently, talked about Taemin releases, but I haven't talked about any Key solo releases thus far, but he's actually been pretty busy on the solo front. Something new has come out every year since 2021. This is the first release since the Pleasure Shop EP last September. Now we have a full length here with Hunter. Key's third album, Hunter, is definitely one of my favorite K-pop releases of the year. This is by far some of the most compelling K-pop production I've heard in a while, and this album stands out so much because this is against trend. This is against type. It's such a throwback vibe. This really propulsive and layered electropop production. It has so much to it, so much busyness at times, but it's so engaging and feels so fresh because you just don't hear this in a lot of stuff right now. And Key, to his credit, vocally is just, I think, really interesting, really up to the task. I mean, there's so many good tracks here. I think almost all of this really works. It's quite the blast to listen to. That first single, Hunter, to start off the project, I mean, you get that kick drum, that funky synth line, pulsing beat right away, really grabs you. I love Key's singing progression throughout that first verse leading up to that big chorus. Beat kind of reminds me almost like Justice a little bit of Daft Punk. It's a fun vibe to have for sure. Next up, you have Trap, which is, I think, a bit of a subtler beat, more synths, more kick drum. I think the song's just all right. With Strange, you get some guitar, but the chorus is like this really big jam moment. Key's vocals, a lot of like exclamation moments. Really fun vocal performance overall from him. Want Another, very, very busy beat, I would say. Perhaps too busy, but I love the way the beat breakdowns as you go. Lots of auto-tune vocally, a lot of distortion, a lot of playing with pitch. You get outro, gives you this deep voice for a little bit. I think like just the fact that there's so much like change to the performance and experimentation and little fits and starts is just really cool, engaging music. Again, you're just not hearing stuff like this. Everything right now is so polished and so sanded down, but this is very much, throwback and also very much like OG K-pop, right? This is not like leaning into like current Western pop trend like you're getting with a lot of other stuff. No Way is definitely a vibe shift. The vocals are back to baseline for Key here, more straightforward beat. He's still very lively on the chorus. I think it's probably the smoothest track on the project. And I think the singing on the bridge from Key is really nice, a bit more a cappella. Infatuation is, I think, a big highlight for me. You have a true duet with from the group Plave. You have these more traditional drums to start you off. I love the way the vocals are like synced up with the notes of the drum hits. Really cool. I think the singing on the chorus, it starts out just fine, but the collab really begins to take hold as this mesh of styles is here. The verses are very bouncy. His rap is a nice compliment. Overall, it's a really big feature. He drops in several times. A real true duet. It's really cool. Glam, total electro banger. Kick drums are back with a vengeance on this one. Chorus is a bit of a tone shift from the aggressive verses, but overall, I think the contrast is working. Picture Frame, another pulsing beat. I think the verse 1 vocals really stand out. Kind of have this downshift in the middle here, but then the chorus gives you these really glitchy vocals with the beat. Pretty cool. I was pretty impressed just with, again, all the things this song is able to accomplish in a short run time. That one's pretty impressive. Perfect Error, another pretty good duet with Solgi from Red Velvet. I love the strings. Total bop for the most part. Very enjoyable tempo, very light on its feet. Nice build up to the outro. Good song for sure. And then the last song, Lavender Love, a bit more texture on these drums. The vocals, though, are kind of sparse on the chorus, and they're almost like a bit behind the beat, like not quite matching the tempo. I guess it still works for an outro, but I think Lavender Love is one of my, least favorite songs. But overall, I mean, it's giving you so much for such a short runtime. I think it's quite the highlight. And when I think about like K-pop male soloists that have released projects this year, it's been pretty good. You've had Baekhyun, Ten, Mark, and now Key. All of those are big highlights for me. And I think making a top 10 albums list is going to be really challenging this year. Let me know, though, what you think of Key's third album, Hunter? What was your favorite song on it? And for more music reviews, more K-pop reviews, subscribe. And I'll see you next time.